Hey, I'm Charting Man Dan with the Chart Guys, trader and mentor on technical analysis. In this video, we're going to look at the charts as the market had a fairly flat day, but AI remains all the buzz. Traders getting their dopamine hit and excitement that's been missing from the market for quite some time. We'll check in to see if we're topping out and what's going on in the broader market.
So checking in on the broader market, we have SPY still a little bit rising wedgie, gap up open, flat close, bull breaks lacking follow through because again, there's a tug of war going on. Red in the healthcare sector, flat financial sector, green NASDAQ. And so SPY flat. So SPY is in an uptrend. It did get to the highest level we've seen in months. It is approaching 52-week highs, but there's not a ton of strength behind it. And we'll be looking for the S&P 500 to see weakness if and only if the NASDAQ sees weakness. Big gap up after a huge day Friday. Friday was one of the strongest days I've ever seen the NASDAQ. I've never seen this. I've seen this on individual stocks. This is automated buying when you just go straight up like this. I've never, well, I can't say never. I can't remember the last time I've seen that happen on an indice ETF like this. It was just absolutely astounding strength and follow through. And so the bulls owned the day from there, and we gapped up today into some profit taking. We should not be surprised the next time we see daily consolidation. We just went up 7% in less than 4 full trading days. And so daily consolidation will be expected. We're going to look for a daily higher low to be the result of next consolidation. And we're going to watch for hourly oversold conditions to be a potential spot looking for that daily higher low. You got to keep in mind that if you're looking bearish long term, number one, don't try and nail the top. Don't fight these trends. But number two, we're going to look for a daily higher low. And then guess what we're going to do on the weekly? We're going to look for a weekly higher low as well. So unless there's some kind of major news headline, if we're going to top out in the NASDAQ, it's going to take weeks and weeks to shape up. We would need to pull back for a number of weeks. The bulls will absolutely buy the dip. And then if they fail the top and then confirm a weekly downtrend, okay, then now that's, a month later. So it's not going to happen overnight unless there is massive bear volume and a significant headline behind it. Otherwise, it's just going to be looking for higher lows on one time frame at a time and watching to see how long the bulls can keep this complete control. So AI, all the story today. And here is AI, the stock. Massive move up. NVDA was the leader on its earnings reaction, and it was the catalyst for the sector. But today was profit taking on NVDA in a big way. Pulled back from the high of the day, 5% into the close. Beautiful equilibrium. If you want to short this sector, just have a level to play off of, because we rejected 70 cents from resistance and then $1.05 from resistance. There's your top fishing opportunities, or you enter bearish on the break of this equilibrium. Either way, bears had a nice win on NVDA. But while that was happening, NVDA is not taking the whole sector with it. We're seeing rotation going on. This is intra-sector rotation where NVDA profits. Look where we topped out, 950. What did AI do from 950? Set the low of the day 10 minutes later and then only up from there. And here we are after hours with bulls trying to put the pedal to the metal. AI has earnings tomorrow after hours. You can see on my watch list over here, plenty of names big and green in the AI sector. Keep an eye on SOUN, low cap name, but still fairly constricted and tight. And W was just constricted and tight and just broke bull today, up 12%. So again, watching for there's so many profits for bulls in NVDA that when there's, hundreds of billions of dollars of profit were locked in today for NVDA bulls. And so, okay, where do those profits go? Well, AI is definitely one place where those profits went for some people. AI, my best trade of the day was at the end of the day for everything. And it was just experience knowing of how hype markets work and saying, okay, well, when we're really strong, the bulls run up into the end of the day. I posted on Twitter, it looks like there's rotation going on into AI and PLTR. PLTR faded at the end of the day. But what I did was, okay, well, if we're going to close strong, I want a position. So I grabbed AI at, don't look. I grabbed AI at 40.22 right here, just looking for this 5-minute higher low. And I grabbed it after 39.95 support was established there. And so I just say, We're either going to hold 39.95 and keep the 5-minute uptrend going, or we're going to lose the 5-minute uptrend and I'll stop out. So I was risking, we'll call it 30 cents on a 40/20s entry, and the reward was $3.80. And I didn't keep it the whole way. I scaled out some into that move up, but a very worthwhile end of the day trade. And this happens plenty of times. I mean, the clear hype play is when you close at the high of the day, you gap up, you take profit on the gap up, and then you look for 5-minute oversold to mark the hourly high or low. With AI earnings after hours tomorrow, just got to be cautious. You know, bulls are going to try a gamma squeeze, but a lot of bulls are going to take profit pre-earnings. Earnings are an unknown event, and we are up 100% in just a handful of days here. And so I do anticipate some profit taking, but my whole point over the last week and a half was I don't think this is a bubble because we are just confirming the monthly uptrend, or at that point it hadn't even happened yet. We haven't even confirmed a monthly uptrend yet. Now we have a monthly uptrend. And another point I made is every bubble that I've ever experienced was thousands of percent gains, at least 1,000%. Cannabis twice, crypto twice, 3D printing. And so NVDA is up 300%. Yes, it's a much larger market cap, but AI is now up 450%. So we're not at bubble levels as far as I'm concerned. Yes, there's going to be pullbacks along the way. Yes, that's going to be extremely volatile, but there is trading opportunity in the AI sector for at least all of June, and it's exciting. So I tried the same thing with PLTR as well at the end of the day. Grabbed support for a 5-minute high or low. I was playing off of these two levels right here, made an entry, we failed the high of the day, and then I stopped out. So I did the same play for PLTR and AI. AI big win, PLTR small loss. And keeping an eye on PLTR because it's definitely one of the leaders here as well. But again, bulls are going to be looking for daily high or lows. NVDA, PLTR, AI, all looking for daily high or lows, all looking for first hourly oversold conditions for the next dip buying opportunity whenever that happens. Another factor is, I put out a weekend video all about the AI sector, and it got 2.2 thousand views. At crypto peak euphoria, my videos were getting 12,000 views. Cannabis euphoria, I was getting 5,000 views. 2.2 thousand views is nothing. And I've also have not been asked by any friends or family about investing in AI. That's another factor to keep an eye on. So certainly doesn't mean I'm buying up here. The entries are on consolidation, but again, opportunity in both directions for traders galore over the next few weeks. Both directions. Healthcare is still extremely weak. That is your bear sector. Pulling back for weeks in a row. Daily is oversold. 123.12 is a very important longer term level. If we hold it, we get an equilibrium and tightening range for most of June into July. But bulls are not doing anything to prove to us that we can hold that support at this point in time. So overall, healthcare still all bears. Financial sector, bounce underway, but anything under 32.92 is just a daily lower high. And the thing I care most about is weekly EMA 12. If weekly EMA 12 is resistance, bulls aren't going anywhere. And we've rejected 5 out of the last 6 weeks, and we'll see if that gets tested again this current week. KRE, bulls need to be a bit cautious because a weekly lower high is the most likely scenario, and weekly EMA 12 is coming down into play. So if we fail 42.09 and break 39.13, we confirm a daily downtrend and confirm that that weekly lower high has been set. So 39.13 is now a must-hold level to keep this daily uptrend alive. But regional banks, headline out the window. Maybe something new will come of it, but again, it's just the market is clearly focused on AI hype right now. I also have so many people messaging me and calling me an idiot because I'm saying it's not a bubble, or at least a week and a half ago I was saying it's not a bubble. Stupid, I think. Stupid was the word. Anyways, ARKK. Potential for a daily lower high, anything under 41.28. Potential head and shoulders. I'm still watching ARKK closely because, again, it's a monthly base of support. Look at AI building a monthly base. PLTR building a monthly base. Granted, they've got the AI hype pushing them through, but PLTR is the same exact monthly chart as ARKK minus the bull break. So I'm not going to fall asleep on ARKK because the most likely scenario for me is a 4-month bounce to get going here. But if ARKK loses support of 38.16, definitely a setback for the bulls. So again, just going with the daily uptrend. Every high or low that we set, new key support. CCJ daily head and shoulders confirmed. So I stopped out of my swing position. Break even after selling partial into the bounce. And that now opens the door for the possibility that this monthly equilibrium that's been playing out for a year plus sets another monthly lower high and keeps tightening up. But keep an eye on CCJ. We're going to see way more volatility in CCJ in July than we saw in the spring here. Maybe June. Energy sector. Look at the 4-month time frame. Stair step move up for over a year. Watching for the potential that 4-month consolidation takes place. So the weekly, bear flag trying to confirm. Bears have to break 76.86 for that to be the case. But overall, the energy sector definitely still weak. And the vast majority of every sector that we've looked at that had a 4-month time frame that looked like that has started consolidation, and XLV was one that did it. Helped us go a bit bearish back at the start of the year in healthcare because everything else was already starting 4-month consolidation. XLV was not. Dollar, still holding 12-hour uptrend and EMA 12 support. Still watching for a weekly lower high to be the most likely result of this bounce, but no sign of it just yet. Got to start that daily consolidation. I am watching for the metals to bounce here. Gold is a falling wedge. So gold falling wedge watch. Silver trying to set a quick little higher low on the daily. And the miners still very weak, closing down near the low. But it's daily oversold after a 30% plus bull move. So if the dollar, for me, the most important thing for the metals and the miners is dollar weakness. And so just watching to see, are we about to start that daily consolidation for the metals and miners to put in a temporary bottom? Oil, bull break of this daily equilibrium straight into weakness is a big red flag, which is another reason I'm watching for the energy sector to potentially get that longer term consolidation. Weekly lower high is set on oil at EMA 12 resistance, and we're looking back down at 63.90 as support. Possible to form a higher low compared to that level, but weekly lower high clearly set. And natural gas bears keeping their control. I don't have a read on natural gas long term with any kind of confidence. Just sticking with the 4-hour downtrend and EMA 12 resistance for now. Tesla. So we had a monthly uptrend confirmed on AI. Tesla's trying to do the same. Get over 218 and the monthly uptrend confirms for the first time since all-time highs, and the 4-month bounce gets underway. I anticipate that's going to happen eventually. It's just whether it happens now or do we have to see daily consolidation first. Anything above 178.22 will be a daily high or low. June 5th, we've got Apple watching this potential VR headset, whatever they got coming out. And that's where we stand. Volatility galore in both directions. AI, PLTR, NVDA. And that is where my day trading focus will remain. Definitely going to keep a close eye on these crypto stocks as they've been trading sideways for over a month. Hoping it continues to tighten up a good bit. But looking for a break of that sideways range within the next week or two. As Bitcoin bulls try and shape up a daily uptrend, that would favor a bull break if Bitcoin bulls pull that off. Exciting day. Hope you had a good one. And have a great rest of your day and do good things.
If I were looking to increase my income streams, I know most people watching these clips are of the upper percent of people that have motivation and drive and are looking to improve themselves financially. I would be doing the same thing with AI that I did with technical analysis. I would be pretending I was in school for it. I would be creating my own curriculum. I would dictate a number of months and a number of hours every single day where I would be going through Google and ChatGPT, and I would be listening to podcasts, and I would grab books, and I'd have newsletters coming to my email. I'd be on YouTube, and I would have my brain as a sponge soaking up as much of this new information as possible to try and give myself an edge against competition for certain jobs, to try and increase my income streams with a side hustle. And I would look to brainstorm after I get all this information, how can I utilize this knowledge that I have now gained over the last couple of months to apply to the business world and get some revenue out of it.